Hey everybody on Facebook, we are here live in the Bear Cave studios with Miss Lynette Keeth, and we're about to go live also on the Bear 97.5 FM, so if you guys will just hang tight for a second, we'll get that going here. So excited for you guys all joining us today on this nice rainy day here in Clayton. Beautiful. Happy to have some rain finally. All right, we've got about 8 seconds. Good morning and welcome back to Awaken AM. This is Renee, your station manager, and this morning I am joined with another mic drop moment here on the Bear with Lynette Keith on the mic from the Economic Development Partnership.
Yes. Good
the
morning.
Clayton Union County Economic Development Partnership.
There you
That's
go.
such a mouthful.
There you go.
Or the letters are
CUC-EDP.
CUC-EDP. All right, and you are the director.
Yes. Been in the position for a couple years now. I think, yeah, a little over 2 years.
That's crazy that it's already been 2 years. No way.
I know. Time flies when you're having fun.
Are you having fun?
I'm having a blast. I love my job.
That's great. And man, you've done so much already since you've been in your position. At first, just little baby steps. I'm sure you had to like really get used to that. What was that like first coming into that?
It was exciting, but yet frightful because you get a job and they hire you and they say, all right, create economic development.
Now go.
Yeah, and I had no laptop, I had no office, I had nothing. So, yeah, the first part was slow. Policies, procedures, office. So I'm the janitor, the front office, the back office, the IT person, the
right, everything.
Marketing. Yeah, so it was slow,
Just
but
trying to figure
we're
it
getting
out.
there. We're getting there.
You've been getting there. Like you've been doing it like for 2 years. So maybe the very beginning was a little slow figuring it out, but like you've done a lot of big things now. So what would you say was your first event or something that you did? Was it the dance last year for the New Year's Eve party?
Yeah, so I think even before that, though, our goal was to keep the Luna Theater alive, and I think most people don't realize that it struggles financially. So let's take a look at that. Let's see what we can do, and obviously baby steps with that too, because we can't just. People are used to the way things are,
right?
So we have to introduce. So we had a local music night. That was kind of our first little event at the theater. And it went well, and we hope to do that again. We had a little trouble with sound, so we've been pushing the New Year's party, and it was well received. We were able to make a profit to help put back into our community, but we also created an event that people enjoyed. We, supported local, and it was a good time for all. So very proud of that event.
That's right, and I knew that's why I was like, was that the first thing? Because it's 2 years. We're going backwards 2 years
well,
now.
The first year was just kind of like
my brain doesn't even remember. I don't even know what I had for dinner last night. I just know coffee today. No, but that was a really cool thing, and you guys were able to get an outside vendor to come in and serve drinks, and you guys had a lot of local artists there as well for that concert. Mm-hmm. And that was such a cool thing, and honestly, Clayton needs that, just things to do.
Yeah, and we want to kind of focus on family, too, not just adults, so, there's a fine balance of that. So that local artists, we did have young kids who came in that are, super talented, and then everybody that played that night donated their time, so it was kind of a win by all, and a really cool night, to be quite honest, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I remember correctly, our town manager was there.
He was.
As one of the featured artists.
Yeah, and I keep telling him he's going to sing again, so we'll get him on again.
Yeah. When are we going to do that? We're calling you out right now, Farron, wherever you're at.
Yeah, we're calling out Farron. We had to do some work on our sound system at the theater. If most people don't know, it has a board and it has mics and the whole nine to do a full-blown concert.
Crazy.
It was not working properly for the last couple of years, so we've had to invest some money. So we're almost there where we could just, have a night out and not have to spend so much time. The night we did that, we had to bring in sound equipment, and it was Plan B for sure. But we pushed through, and now we're ready to do that again. So hopefully soon. I don't have anything planned, so I'm not going to promise anything, but I hope to do something similar like that again.
And I don't think think people really understand maybe what it takes, right? Because we see the end result after something has been done. But as far as like finances and money goes to getting these things done, where do you look for your money, and where do you get things for like the Luna Theater to fix it up and to get that sound system going? Like, where do you go?
So our organization, and I say our because it's not mine, but is funded by the county and the town, 50-50. So that includes, my salary, but minimal budget to run just, the theater. So our goal is to try to make the theater profitable, so it could be used to, give back and not just save the theater. So I try to tell people all the time, when's the last time you've been to the movie? Like, just go shop local, because when things are gone, the people have regrets, like, man, I wish we would have known.
Exactly.
So you gently say, hey, go out. So if you can drive, I'm going to say Amarillo just because, if you can drive to Amarillo and spend $50 at the theater, do it in Clayton too. I'm not saying don't travel, but I'm saying do your job, and so myself as well, a lot of times I don't want to get out in the evenings, I'm home, so that's hard for me as well. But, support the things that are still here. And our organization is trying to create events. They're trying to create economic growth activities so that people aren't always like, oh, there's nothing here to do.
There's nothing to do in Clayton.
And you know what? You do the calendar. There's plenty of things to do here.
Sometimes there's too many things going on. How do you even schedule things?
Yes. And so we've been trying to, I guess the word is, respect others' schedules, promote others' schedules, and then try to maybe also bank off others' schedules. Like if there's something going on, maybe we could piggyback, working well with, the chamber and the museum. And, Brittany and I did Dino Days, which you haven't brought up, but, we brought Dino Days back, and we worked hard. There was 2 of us, and Daniel helped. I shouldn't say there was 2 of us. There was 3 of us. There was 20 of us when we all got together, but 2 of us started it.
The planning.
And we said, this is what we want. This is our vision. We just kept on. We kept talking every day until, it happened. And it's like our baby. We're super proud of that. And we hope to do it again. And we hope to do it better. So, and better by, what didn't work, what worked. What did the people, the people want more water. It was hot and they couldn't get water. But overall, like, people were happy and they supported it. So keep supporting, keep coming out to those events, because they're only going to get better. But if you're, just want to be lazy on a Saturday, great. But, when things are happening, you kind of got to go out if you want them to continue to happen. So.
Right. And just a little clap to you. Congratulations, you and Britt, on pulling that all together. I didn't hear a negative thing. I mean, we all hated the sun, but we also hate the snow, and we hate the wind, and it doesn't matter. We're going to complain. That's who we are in northeastern New Mexico. I've decided.
Get used to it.
We don't have perfect weather here, except for like 6 o'clock in the morning every day. That's it. After that, forget it. But you can't control that. You guys did an amazing job. There was a lot of events there, and do you expect, like, next year more people to come on and get involved? Are you hoping for that?
We absolutely hope for that, and it's not too early to start talking about it. We hope that we'll at least have everybody back. So the lodger's tax money that I applied for, we were actually able to use, and that's how we were able to get the band and the big items. But it was a lot of the locals who donated, the bouncy houses and all the other things that we can afford. That made it eventful. And so, giving back as a business is important too. But I think that, like, it was super important for us to be able to have a family be able to go there and not spend a dime. Yes. They could go and enjoy it because maybe they couldn't afford to, or they just didn't want to. It wasn't in their budget, but they could come and they could, have a day that was great for free. Or there was lots of things to buy too if you could support that as well. So that was super important to us, and I felt like we nailed it. Sorry, I did. So,
sorry.
We
nailed it. Amazing. No, I mean, it really was.
Could we do a lot of things better? And is that a problem that I have? Yes, I overanalyze an event and I say, how can we make it better?
Right.
We've made notes. We've talked to people. So hopefully it's better. And if
we have to start somewhere.
Yeah. So we look for volunteers. If people want to help, people want to donate, people want to set up a booth, somebody wants to help pick up trash, you know.
Oh my gosh, right? Yeah.
You know, thanks to our family and friends who, you know, stayed after and helped us do all those things. And so anyways, it was great. It takes a lot though. So yeah. I'm one person, and so I know we kind of want to talk. We have some board positions open, and we have an application. And what that application tells is just like letting you know, what does that job require? Because we don't want just somebody to sit on our board. We want somebody to be a part of our board, be active, you know, volunteer, give great ideas, and support the ultimate goal of what we're trying to do, which is, you know, beautification, economic development, activities, you know, just growth in general, I think is the key word.
Someone who's going to really plug in and have the time and
yes,
energy.
Yeah.
To be there.
And so, and support, maybe you don't agree with everything, but you support and you row in the same direction, and that's what our board does now. So not sure what my board is going to do, but I'm going to say looking for one, but maybe two, and we're taking applications through the end of the month. So we're excited for that. We did have somebody who had to step down who didn't have the time, and but she also said she'd still love to volunteer, so we're grateful for that. So even if you don't have time to be on a board, but you want to volunteer at our Dino Days or our New Year's parties or our local markets, you know, we're happy to accept that. We do have a website that you can fill out a volunteer form and all those good things, or you can just call me. Sometimes that's easier.
Yeah, awesome. And your Facebook as well. You have a Facebook.
Yeah, we do.
People can follow you on your Facebook. What is that?
Well, it's Clayton Union County Economic Development Partnership, like you said.
Good job.
But we do post other things than what we are just doing. So we try to stay involved, just, you know, support other activities as well, and let people stay informed. So having said that, we are having a local treasures market this weekend.
Yay!
And kind of how that got started, I'd like people to know. We did a survey. We said, what can we do to help our community? And they said, we have a lot of at-home businesses that don't have the opportunity to have a storefront. Okay, what do we do? So I applied for a grant, was able to receive that grant, do some facade fix-ups, inside fix-ups, and we have a market now. Is it done? No. But was it great last time? Yes. So a lot of local vendors who either make stuff, sell stuff, bake stuff. This time though, we're gonna have food, which is kind of great. Just, you know, Saturday afternoon downtown, and then
nice. What kind of food?
Menus are kind of up in the air right now. I know we're having barbecue at some level, sausage, and then
yum, I'll be there.
Dusty Joe keeps saying she's not sure, so sorry not to call you out, Dusty, but we're calling
you out, Dusty Joe.
And then I'm so bad about names because I just hired him, but we're gonna have live music as well. And
Ethan Shoulders.
There, I knew you knew. I knew the last name. I couldn't think of the first name. So he said he would come out. So we're gonna have him at the Luna outside.
Awesome.
We hope to slow down traffic. We don't want to just have locals. I mean, obviously we love our locals. We want to.
Right.
We want our locals, but we kind of like to take some outside money in too, right?
Absolutely. We need people to come in and
so we
fuel
hope to have
our economy too.
Yeah, it helps everybody. So
definitely.
So we hope to have a little active downtown Saturday. So if you're out and about, even if you're not going to be in town area.
I know. I was like, I'll be there, and then it just hit me. I'm going to be in Arkansas. Oh my gosh, every time.
I've already talked to David.
Oh no.
We hope to plan another one. Don't quote me, but October 25th is the date we're looking at. So
we'll be there. David, if you're watching.
You can't leave town.
We cannot leave town. Will there be food at that? Or?
I hope so.
Okay.
I can't promise you, but no.
All right,
so again, we didn't have food last time. We didn't have music last time. We're adding something a little different.
I love it. So. That's so cool. And that one that you guys had before, I heard went off so great. Like, we were at the Caveman Music Festival, and we were sad we couldn't be here for
I went to bed, and I was like, seriously, God, please just let somebody show up.
I mean, sure, right?
You build it, but will they come, right?
Right,
You know,
like waiting at your birthday party, like, are my friends coming?
So I went to bed, and I was like, well, I mean, it is what it is. I've done everything I can, and we were busy. Like, the traffic did not stop,
That's
and
so good.
I kept thinking, okay, it's going to slow down, and it didn't. And so I was, like, just happy. Just, like, it makes me happy to be able to put on an event. I think the key to that is, slow down, take your time. And so when people think, oh, when I first started, there's not much going on, well, it takes time.
It does.
If you just do something, I'm going to call it halfway,
right.
You're not successful. So you kind of do your research. You got to plan, take your time, and get people involved. So that's kind of why things have taken time. Just breathe and, try to develop it properly. So
yeah. I love it. I think you and your board are doing such an excellent job. Not that my opinion matters for squat. But
it does. It matters.
I'm just so excited. Everybody, you can see all these different organizations now, right? You see our town, you see our Economic Development Council, the Chamber of Commerce, and the museum. Everybody just really plugging in and trying to make a better future for our community, and
working together.
Working together.
Like we may not have we may have the same opinions, but we find a way to work together. Yeah. Which we didn't find by any means, but I'm just saying, not everybody has the same vision. Yeah. I think it says a lot that when we put applications out for the board, we've had I think 8 to 10 people interested, and so we didn't know, right? And so that says a lot to me that we're not the only ones. People want to give. So, like I say, maybe you don't have time to be on a board or you can't do this, but you can get out to events and you can see trash on the ground and you can pick it up, or a weed or whatever. It just takes a little bit to make things better, and then you do it, and then she sees you do it, and it just manifests into something really good. Yeah. We all need the. Yeah. It's true. And born and raised here, you love Clayton. It's in your heart, and so you want good things for Clayton. And I hope that shows in things that I do. So
it definitely does. Yeah. Definitely does. Well, you've already posted a little bump for your New Year's Eve bash this year.
Correct.
And there wasn't a lot of information just to save the date. Do you have any more information for us?
Well, we're going to mimic like what we did last year. It'll be a cash party to win $10,000. Good for 2 people to eat. Don't have a food vendor yet. We'll be working on that soon. But we do have Wild Country coming to play from Las Vegas, New Mexico. Cool. We talked to them a little bit last year and couldn't kind of get them on the hook, and they want to come to Clayton. Good. So they're excited. And look them up. They're everywhere. So we're excited to have them. It was fun by all last year. We had a photo booth. We had good music. We gave $10,000. I mean, I don't know how you can spend a better year. And
I didn't win that, but this year, guys, I'm sorry, it's mine. So.
And we're gonna try to do a little masquerade thing. It makes it fun,
how fun!
Yeah, those are the things I like.
That. Okay.
But yeah, it's on New Year's, so it's a Tuesday.
Oh.
I know, but you're off the next day, right?
Oh yeah, no, that's still fine. Yeah, I guess that's okay. So that means that Christmas is also on.
Oh, let's not talk about Christmas.
Okay. Oh, we're not talking about Christmas. It's okay to talk about New Year's earlier,
yeah,
not Christmas.
That's
we don't
more
do
stressful.
That. My bad. We've already got our Halloween decorations up here at the studio. So.
I love Halloween. You're good with that one.
Okay, we're good with that one. We'll stay with one holiday at a time.
So yeah, we'll be adding more. Actually, tickets will probably be on sale in the next week or 2.
Cool.
So we want to get those out sooner so that people have money to buy Christmas presents and not get in the way of their holiday plans. So.
That's really convenient. Thank you for that. And you guys go make sure you follow the Clayton Union County Economic Development Partnership.
Wow, perfect. Thank you. It's hard, I'm telling you.
On Facebook, so you can stay up to date with all their current information. Also, follow our events calendar, klmx.us/events, and we'll make sure to have any information that they have posted up there as well. Do you have anything else you'd like to say to our fans before we get off here, Miss Lynette?
No, thank you for all you do. Thanks for doing the calendar. I think that's super important, and thanks for having me. So, if anybody has any questions, I say no, and then I keep talking. Call me.
I do the same thing.
Call me if you have any questions or want to get involved in any certain way.
Do you want to bump your number, or you just hope they have it?
575-207-9804.
All right. No spam calls, guys. All right. Well, thank you so much, Lynette. I appreciate your time so much this morning. We're going to get you guys all back into your killer mix right now. We've got Tucker Wetmore, Clover Country, and Maddie and Tay coming your way with new hits in the 10 o'clock hour. You're listening to your killer mix here on 97.5 FM, The Bear. Bye, Facebook. Thanks for hanging out.